Alright guys, it's noon. Let's get this build going. Got some people in the room. What's up everyone? Javi. Let's see, we got Donovan, we got Dow, we got Liam, we got Hector. Give me 1 second, I gotta figure out how. Alright, let's do that. Yep, alright. We'll get started here. Donovan, we got Dan. What's up, everyone? Yeah, so we'll just start. It's definitely not a TTO2. Dow pretty much guessed it though. We got Shibata GRK GS2 mod NOB edition. These were limited to a certain limited run, not numbered or anything. But yeah, I'm excited to get into this. I'm not really a blue person, surprisingly, but yeah, limited edition car, definitely happy to have something, you know. When I first started, I started off in like a YD2. I thought it was like really cool that the boxes had like Daigo Saito, Masato Kawabata on them. You know, kind of like a little endorsement by the real D1 GP drifters. And now we got Taniguchi on here, so yeah, excited to start building this thing. They're supposed to be pretty quick to build. The 5Rs, I heard people have gotten done in like 4 hours. This one, I've heard people got done in about 3, so we'll see how long it takes. I'll probably break this up into 2 parts, but we'll see how much I can get done in about 3 hours before I gotta go open the shop today. I already opened it. There's a couple of parts in here that I'm probably gonna change from out of the box spec. I'll be going over those as we get to them. Yeah, we got the lower deck, bag of blue parts, and then a nice upper deck with the knob plate on there. Pretty cool stuff. I'll get this out and we'll get started here. Yeah, I was like pretty much all red before, like only red stuff, red or black, and now I'm going to blue. I might even have a blue ESC for it. I'm not sure if I want to use it yet. Picked up a brand new blue RPX2 off someone. Originally I was going to go AccuVance. I might use this though. Still pretty comfortable with the RPX2. I've used the RPX2 in the past. A lot of people really like the RPX2. Unfortunately, it's discontinued now. So if you can find a brand new one somewhere, if you want to run it, I would say get it. The only hard part is the wireless programmer for it's like discontinued also, and that's like really beneficial to have. So first page, we got the differential and the mod case of spool. That's one of the parts that I'm going to be changing out right out of the bag. As per recommendations from my very own Shibata driver Hector, who I think is watching, there's going to be a lot of recommended parts from Hector. I'll be starting off with a open differential, gear differential, and I'll be using some of this 1UP 100K oil in it. Stuff's really thick. I was going to heat this stuff up before I started pouring it, but I think I should be okay. But yeah, I'll start with this. I'm actually gonna build the spool just in case I need like a backup differential, but since the 100K is so thick, I'll probably start with that and make sure I can get all the air out of it. Also got the optional 72 tooth spur. And then going to gear differential on the mods, you're gonna need this optional screw, but it's mandatory if you go gear differential. And that screw is for the bevel gear that meshes on this ring gear that goes on the gear differentials. Otherwise, what'll happen is that screw head on the screw for the spool is going to be too big and it starts rubbing up like right here on the differential. So yeah, first time I owned a Shibata, but I definitely did some research before starting. Let's see, I'm going to be running the 16 tooth bevel gear. So I'm going to use this side of the directions. The differences in the size of one of the out drives here. So I'm going to have to use, for the 16 tooth, I'm going to have to use the 26.4 on this side instead of the 28.4. That's optional for the other bevel gears, the 10 to 12 gear. So I'll start building this thing. Also probably gonna need a set of calipers to measure that. What's up, Aaron? We'll see who else is in here. Aaron's in here. J-Bars, Dr. H. What's up, everyone? Oh, got my set of rolling garage calipers so I can measure these out drives, make sure I get the right one. Probably gonna be missing some tools or something that I forgot to get for this build, so we'll see what we got. So I need the 26.4. That's 29.4. Zeroed out, nope, zero that out. 29.3. So that's the other side, 29.5 probably, so I need that one. 26.4, so I need those two. This thing's like running out of batteries already. So I don't need that, I need this, I need these. Thanks for watching from work, Javier. Pretty sure Hector's at work also. Should've stole one of the magnetic work trays from the shop. Oh, actually I have one. I'll be right back. This one right here, this one stays on my refrigerator, so that's always handy to have. I'll just toss all this stuff in there. Shims. And speaking of shims, also gonna need shims when you go gear differential, so I got a pack of Yokomo shims there. Pour all these gears in here. Grease for? White grease? Let me check this grease out. What kind of grease they give you for this? What's up, Marcus? White grease for the gear differential. I think that's for probably the gears, which I usually don't put any grease on the gears, so I'll save that for something else. I have some other grease to show too once we get to using that. Alright. also important. I'm gonna need the 39 tooth bevel gear for 14 to 18. 39 tooth ring gear, sorry. Where do these say on here? What the? Oh, we can look at probably this right here. So that one's the flat one. That one's the rounded one, so I need the flat one. So this one I used. This one, flat one, 39 tooth. Yep, that's the one that I need. And then 29.5, that's the longer one. That one's gonna go in here. Then I need to put this on here. So first extra grease I got, Hector let me use this 1-Up O-ring grease, the blue grease. It's probably similar use to the Associated green slime, but I'm gonna use this 1-Up grease today. So thanks, Hector, for letting me use this. I brought some paper towels over here too, I need those. I'm gonna need some tweezers. Yeah, it's probably gonna be pretty boring to watch me build a whole car, so thanks for tuning in, everyone. I know a lot of people were interested in seeing what car I'm building next after the RDX. Right, O-ring goes in first. Yep, O-ring. Then we'll grab one of these shims. Okay, O-ring and shim in. We'll grab the pin. I might flip one of these lights down here, so there might be a little bit of a glare. Okay. Which way is this going? What's up, Oaktown RC? Got Machado in. What's up, Ant? I might take this back out and look at it. No, it's right there. Bigger gears. That in. That's in there. Good. Oh wow, these O-rings are like pretty smooth. It's like a big complaint with the Yokomo gear diff O-rings that even if you don't put oil in them, there's like a lot of resistance from the stock O-ring, but These O-rings are pretty smooth. So whatever oil you put in one of these Shibata gear diffs, you should be pretty true to the viscosity oil that you run. I'll check these as I go, make sure these are all spinning smooth. Donovan, I've seen people streaming that game, but I don't really have a gaming PC or anything. So can't play any games with you guys. Can only do RC drifting. Okay, that's done. Now I need this. I need the 26.4. Let me just double check this. The 26.4. That goes in O-ring grease. Liam has a gaming laptop I can share. Yeah, I'll just do a screen share to him all the way out in San Jose. Who cares about the input lag? Oh yeah, Liam's gonna be on the podcast, dude, again. I'll have to watch that. Maybe he's got some good stories from Boston he can share. Alright, last pin in. Bevel gear. Come on. Okay, that's done. I can start filling this up. 100K going in. Oh, that's thick. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's like pouring glue in here. I've only used 100K like one other time in my life. It was for a racing buggy diff. These are Phillips heads. Jeez, dude. Phillips head for the diff, Phillips head for the bevel gear. Come on, Shibata, get with the program. We're all on hexes. I think Rev D also did Phillips head for one of the suspension arms. So let me see. Luckily, I have some bits here. I think this one. Hopefully this one will work. Oh, I have some screwdrivers here that I can use too. Yeah, that'll work. Yeah, like I said, 100K, super thick. I'm probably gonna have to leave this a while for it to fully bleed out and get all the air out. Also don't know how much oil you're supposed to put in here. Usually manuals kind of tell you the level to fill your diff to. You know, some people weigh the oil by weight to know how much is in here, but yeah, I'll just Kind of just eyeball it. We'll see how it goes. Put gasket on. That gasket goes on here. Actually, before I put this gasket on that I just tore, pro tip, you can put a little bit of this Shako ring grease on gaskets, and it's supposed to help seal a little bit better. But we'll see now that this thing is torn. Might have to order a new gasket soon for this. See if I can put the screws in. Going on, Jaden? Yeah. I got a little bit of a gasket tear there, but pretty sure next order that I make with Shibata, I'm gonna be ordering some more. So if I need another one, I'll grab another one. We'll see what happens. Okay, done with this. This is kind of evened out. I put a little bit more in there. Okay, we'll let that sit. Alright, just about done with the gear diff. I'll try to build this spool right now. I'll actually open this bag of parts. Bag number 1. Man, these are all mixed up. Bag 2. Let's take bag 2 out. Bag 1. Buried in there. Probably will need the bearings out of this though. So I'll just put the spool together. Oh, it comes with some shims, nice. We'll leave that there. So spool pretty straightforward to put together. This goes on this way. Yep. And we have 3 M3x6 screws. Those are in here. Some bearing spacers will pour everything out in there. People tuning in. Put this into the back. Also have this, so we definitely make use of that. What's up, One Star Q20? Let's see. I should just drive the Golem, Anthony? Maybe. I considered it. It's too much to try to piece together for it. I have like very few upgrades on that car. Useful upgrades, so yeah, I don't know about the Golem. I don't know, maybe I'll sell that thing too. There's that 1, 3. Oh, the shims. Looks like a spring. Alright, well, 10 of those. I guess I will just keep those shims for the gear diff. And the spool is pretty much done, just in case I need a spare differential. Let's check on the gear differential. Looks pretty good. I think I'll try putting this together now. This. Screwdrivers on this one. Going on pit stop, whoever it is, Phil, JB, EJ. I'm gonna get down there soon. Oh, I really don't like Phillips head screws. Use now that I got this thing, I think it's probably time to just get a proper Phillips head driver. Just nearly never had to use Phillips head screwdrivers in my entire life in this hobby so far. Well, I guess that's going to change with this car. We don't want to strip these out. Stock front knuckles, yeah, real quick, and I'll show you. Ike just bought a 5R, but his came with these. These are pretty much like the aluminum version of the stock knuckles, so I'm going to try these out, but definitely probably going to switch to Y knuckle eventually. Snap-on? Maybe. I mean, got plenty of access to good RC tool brands that I can find something from. This works for now. Yeah, if my diff starts leaking though, it definitely was because I did not have the proper screwdriver to tighten this down with. I think this should be alright for now. Let me stick in this. Either that, or I'll just get the thread size and I'll just convert these to hex screws. I'm probably not going to have a fun time taking these back out later on. I'll just build this diff and never rebuild it again. What did you say? Y knuckle, don't use 2mm shim in the lower arm. Yeah, we'll have to cross that bridge when we get to it, Anthony. But yeah, the front end is probably mostly gonna stay stock. I don't know. I do probably want to convert this to 5R at some point. But you're looking at like the motor mount, all the arms and stuff. It's probably just better to buy a 5R. So the arms, I don't know. I'll probably eventually end up doing aluminum, but if they're not going to make blue, nothing's really going to match. So, I mean, stock arms don't match either. It's black plastic. But yeah, we'll see. Okay, that looks pretty good. Feels pretty good. Nothing's too stripped out. And yeah, Phillips head screwdrivers suck. Wish everything was hex head, but on to the next step. Spur gear. Spur gear, we'll be using the optional 72 tooth. Factory is 78. But we'll go ahead and do the gearbox. These ball bearings go somewhere on there. Oh yeah, there's shims that will go on there. Spur gear, not using. Don't bevel gear in the holder, half the gearbox. Knob kit comes with 16 tooth bevel gears, which I've been told are perfectly cut already, because a lot of the other bevel gears I hear you have to shave this part down so it doesn't stick out too far. There's a lot of user error involved with something like this, so it's nice this one's pretty much already cut down to size. Y knuckles, rack shims, and ball diff. Yeah, ball diff, I hear a lot of people are opting for the gear diff for their Shibata. I'm not sure why the ball diff isn't more popular. So, gear diff it is. Plus they're easier to maintain, possibly a little bit easier to put together. And yeah, just overall I think more user friendly. So grab 72 spur. Hope it doesn't matter which way these go on. Probably like that. And then 2, 1, 4, 5mm screws. Stay up. Okay. So, yeah, that's the screw that normally goes in here. That kind of protrudes out a little bit. That's definitely going to hit the differential. So, not using that, and am using the flathead screws here. Put this spur gear on. Yeah, what's up, Devin? I'll show you real quick. We got Shibata GRK GS2 mod NOB edition. So I have the box right here. Right here, this is what we're building today. Going on, everyone? Got a lot of people coming in. That's on there. Black grease on there. All right. Good time to segment into some more 1-Up greases. Again, thanks Hector for letting me borrow this. This is their 1-Up Gold anti-wear grease. And we're gonna apply that right here on the bevel gear holder. This is good for any metal on metal surfaces where you're going to have that contact and eventually some wear. Always good to make sure your metal on metal areas are greased up. Yeah, I hope it's gonna rip, Hector. I'm giving up a pretty good car for this. Put a little bit of grease on here too. Yes, it also says to grease the bevel gear, so we'll make sure we have that greased up. What's going on, DJ? Who else we got in here? Lots of people coming and going. Okay. What's going on, Zay? Gearbox first. Differential 2.3 1280 bearing. The other thing I don't like is it's kind of odd size bearings. But that's alright. Put second bearing. Put bearing on the double gear first. And then we'll put the double gear in. Flat Phillips head screw. I wonder if I should Loctite some of this stuff, because I don't have any Loctite with me. Well, this one comes out, it's not going anywhere, it's just stopping on the differential, so this one should be alright. This feels like it's like way too long though. Here, look at these. Oh, it's the same size. Where are these? All right, see you later, Anthony. Thanks for tuning in. Had to clean up the threads a little bit. Okay, hopefully that's good now. Ball cups I'll go over when I get to that. I don't know if I have enough of the Rev D ones to use. So I'll check some of the stock ones. If they're not good, I'll just skip that part probably. But no, probably gonna end up using the Rev D ball cups. Okay, differentials built. Part half built. Alright, time for the diff. That goes in that way. Well, first time shimming these, so hopefully I can get this shim properly. Definitely too much there. So I'm gonna have to shim back this way. let's go back here. This is saying 8 of these on the back side of the ring gear. We'll start with that probably. We're gonna have to put it behind this bearing. So take these bearings back off. Yeah, the whole shimming of differentials is what I would say makes the Shibata kits not too user-friendly. Because if you do not get this right, you will be having those typical Shibata drivetrain issues. Nobody wants to deal with that. That's good on that side. That's good on that side. Probably go a little bit tighter. Grab the last two, put them on here. And I will probably need more. Probably need a little bit more. Oh yeah, Hector, this is my first time doing it, and kind of just gotta assume how it goes based off what I know about gear meshing. So we will see. Could always finish this part and bring it to you, and you can double check it and see if you think it's right. But yeah, if you don't get this part right, you just keep burning up gears and you wonder why, and then maybe eventually you find out it's because of the gear mesh. But yeah. Feels pretty good. Just a slight gap. Might just call it there. Maybe take one or two of the metal ones out. Good to me. I'll grab probably two more for the other side. Man, these things are thick. What's going on, Jordan? of those for the other side. Going on RC Freak 808. If you didn't see at the beginning of the stream, we're building a, sorry for the glare, Shibata GRK GS2 mod NOB edition. I'll show you what should be the completed project after. But yeah, this is it, limited edition kit. Already out of production, so it's gonna be kind of hard to find one of these for sale. Well, once this part's over, probably won't be touching this shimmy too much, so you just gotta do this once and it should be alright after that. Put the other two on there. Probably use one more. Yeah, I saw someone selling one secondhand, and retail on it was $550, and they wanted like $800 for it. So, I seen a few for sale in Japan, so they're still out there. You just gotta kind of know where to look and be willing to put up the money when you find one for sale. But yeah, 800 is a little too much, in my opinion. I would not pay $800 for one of these. I think I paid about $550 after tax. A lot of shins, a lot of shins. Big stack of shins. How many is this? 1, 2, 3, 4. It's at least like 2 millimeters. Should just make spacers for these things. Okay. Let's try to fit one more in there. We'll take this out. It's about 0.3 millimeters right there. We'll do one of these metal ones. Put that back. And I'll do 1.25. What's going on, Burn Dog? Yeah, Japan still got some at, you know, a pretty reasonable price. The only issue is shipping and customs duties and tariffs and all that right now. So you gotta just deal with that. But the price I've seen some of them for sale over there, you could still get it cheaper than that $800 that Kai wanted. So, but yeah, overall for what you're getting out of the chassis kit, not a bad deal. You get some upgrades. You get like aluminum shock tower. You get the carbon chassis. You get the shocks. That's really big. I think you get like the metal slide rack off of the GRK4. Yeah, but overall pretty cool kit. The gear differential I'm putting in here is separate. I'll have some other parts that I'm going to put in that I'll go over that are also separate. Man, shimming things is not fun. Just trial and error. Shim it, look at it, take it apart, shim it again. Put this other metal one in here. I don't really go too crazy on shimming stuff usually either, so. But this being the drivetrain, if you do not shim it properly, you are going to have a bad time. And you're going to pull it all apart to fix it. If you don't shim it again, then you're going to pull it apart again. So, shimming for differential, in this case, is pretty important. That's probably why I need to grab this one. Still not happy with it. Let me put one more of these .13s in here. Yeah, they should really just make spacers for this. I mean, I have to shim one side like at least 2 millimeters. Should just make like 1 millimeter spacers or something you can put on here. Ooh, too tight. Let's pull one of those out and we should be good. Try this. That goes that way, that this way. I don't think I can get any tighter than that. I think this is the .25. Let me try this really quick. I'll probably leave it right there. Double check this side. Okay. Well, that took long enough. Where are we at now? Need bag 3. What's going on, Melvin? Where's bag 3 at? Really just take all the bags and throw them into one bag. probably buried in here. 8, 3, there's 3. Oh, nice, they give you some suspension mount spacers. Got about 2 hours left before I gotta start getting ready to go to the shop, so we'll see how much we can finish. Don't feel like I'm making too fast of progress here, but it's alright, it's my first Shibata. And it's the motor mounting section. Says to grease the gears. I'm not going to grease the gears. One of the only times I won't follow directions. Got motor plate. Let this go that way. Oh, hopefully we don't have to press this bearing in. There it goes. Okay, just like that. Now it's having me go to the chassis plate, which is buried under all my stuff here. What's going on, Matt? Hardware and suspension mounts. So the spacer goes under the front rear block. These two are the same. Cool. I think all of these are also the same. What am I building again? Yes, I'm building the Shibata GRK GS2 mod NOB edition. Should look like something like that. After it's done, but I think I'm going to be changing the layout a little bit on this car. So it won't be exactly like that, but it'll be all nice with the blue bits. Okay, suspension mount. No. Figure out what hole that is. Looks like this one. What's going on, EJ? Building the knob. Suspension mount spacer. Which way is going to be easiest to get this under? Probably this way. We got some real PS2 vibes up in here today. Alright, up next, I'm gonna need front bulkhead. And then the slide rack posts. Right there. Back. So after I get these screwed in, I will go to a section that I was going to highlight over here with the slide rack, but since I'm putting the posts in right now, I feel like it's a little bit more relevant to go over it in this section. Alright, so the instructions for here is telling me to put it on the back holes. You can see there's 2 sets of holes for the slide rack posts. So the back of the manual here, what does it say? So there's 2 optional holes for the slide rack. This is going to adjust the Ackerman if you move it backwards or forward. However, in the forward position, you're going to need some upper arm pins that I don't have, so I will be using the rear holes. Yeah, so if you use the front holes, we can move it up 4 millimeters. So that's going to adjust the Ackerman a little bit. But since I don't have those upper arm pins, I'm going to use the back holes. And then everything should be able to bolt on like usual. All the included hardware. Okay, now I need these. I think the chamfers go on the outside. Can't say this is the best manual that I've ever worked on for a chassis kit, but we'll make do with what we got and figure it out. What's going on, Bobby? Oh, what happened to my music? Right, battery holder. It's another optional piece that I have. So I'll do the gearbox first, and then I can show that. So it goes like that. This goes like that. This can go on here. Alright, 4 there, 3 there. Okay. Take that off for right now. UC dampers on this? No, probably not. I was thinking about doing nerds on here, but we'll see. I kind of want to just build the original dampers and see how long those are good for. But yeah, I was considering doing nerds on here. Mount spacer. That goes under there. So before I get all this tightened down, loosen these up. But yeah, if I can't get oil for the nerds, then there's probably no point in running nerds. People have used other mineral oil on nerds, so I guess not that big of a deal, but yeah, I don't know, we'll see. Maybe UC dampers, but I think the stock dampers on this, when they're built right and they're kept up as far as maintenance, I think stock dampers are fine. The aluminum ones at least. back over all the fronts. Alright, bag 4 battery holder. Where is it? 4? Right there. So bag 4 battery holder, the stock position, we'll just open this up. One of their Shibata carbon battery holders right here. So stock position is normally right here. I'm probably going to mount this battery more so right here in the middle of the car, partway above the transmission. And then the ESC will go in its place over here, and then the motors maintain the factory low position. So we'll try that and see how that layout works. Oh, nice, comes with the carbon tabs. Juju, I'm building the Shibata GRK GS2 mod NOB edition. It's gonna look something like that once it's done. What's going on, everyone new tuning in? Thanks for stopping by. Need the instructions for this carbon plate for the battery holder. Pretty self-explanatory, but yeah, it's all the same. So that's the layout I'm going for right there with the battery. Pretty unique layout, but the only thing I'm worried about is the fitment of the battery in the rear window. More than likely I'm gonna have to cut part of the back window out on whatever body I decide to run. Thinking about doing a Shibata D-Max S15, and I have a partial leftover livery from the Yokomo HKS S15, so pretty fitting. Might try to run like a Taniguchi body on my knob. Should be pretty cool. So this, need the long screw first. Button head that goes up there. 2 O-rings, then the carbon plate, doesn't matter what side, then the blue standoff. That's the only thing I hate about the MIP bits. You gotta like really get it dead in the hex. Nope, still not in. And the nut. Did not think about nuts. Yep. Probably gonna need some more tools for today. I'll grab those later. Post holder. That's it. Pull this back out. What's going on, Leandro? Hector, if you're watching this, are these O-rings supposed to go on like the outside of this? Or are they just supposed to sit on top? Like that? Need a picture of the battery holder. Looks like they just sit on top. That goes like that. Let me double check these screws. Oh. Yeah, it's the right screw. Okay, I think it goes around that post. Maybe, yeah. I should probably put these O-rings on here first if I can. pretty sure this looks, or this is right, but it looks kind of funky. Oh well. On to the next one. At least I know how it gets put together now. Nylon, O-ring, O-ring. This. Probably gonna go this way. Got some more screws. Let me drop this in here. Now to eyeball center. Yeah, probably right about there. Oh, slipped. Right there. battery holder's done. Eventually it'll go somewhere right here. But we'll put that to the side for now. Slide brackets next, bag 5. In this small blue spacer. Right to know. What's going on, everyone joining in? Going on, Gabriel. next page, bag 6. It's gonna be front and rear shock tower. 13. Also looks like the rear ESC mount that I don't think I'm gonna use right now, but I will put it on anyways. Look at that nice blue. It's gonna look pretty good once it's all done. Front shock tower. Need some hardware. Front shock tower. These are 8mm. Lots of screws here. On bag 6 sector, it's the front and rear shock towers. So we're making some progress here. It's not too bad. I think the worst part was probably differential, you know. That did not grab my I didn't grab the rest of my hex drivers, so I gotta figure out how to tighten some of these nuts down, but it's not too bad. So yeah, if you guys want to see the progress, got the slide rack done. It feels a little tight right now, but we'll adjust some stuff, and then differential is pretty much all in. So yeah, we're just gonna keep going. Gabriel, 2 Gabriels. Wonder if these holes have to face a certain way. We'll find out later. Yeah, shocks will probably be part 2. Shocks usually take me about an hour to do, so probably won't get to those today, which is fine. Front shock tower's done. I just want to do the rear shock tower real quick, or I lose these pieces. 16. That's 13. What's going on, Zach? Okay, put the front shock tower on. That is 4 8mm screws. Rear, 2 different screws, 6-3, 6-4, 10 and 12 mil. So probably these 2 6-3s in the middle. Oh, got this on backwards. What's going on, Raiden? So Mark, weight and how many holes are your pistons? Oh, you're asking Hector. Is Hector still watching? Let me check real quick. Yeah, Hector's still here. I think Hector's running stock like 3-hole pistons, a lot of damping. Stock pistons. got that new Shibata oil coming out, or it's already out, but got bought out real quick, so I'm sure Hector wants to try that new Shibata oil. What's going on, Goobert? Goobert's in the house. Alright, front shock tower, rear shock tower done. Just want to go back real quick, make sure that's supposed to be unscrewed. Alright, ESC mount. Oh, that usually bolts right there. So we'll take a look at this ESC mount real quick, because I might not even be using this. Let's see. Nice little blue piece though. So ESC mount is movable. Goes in the bracket, and then this goes here, so you can have it down or facing up like that. But back of the manual right here. You can actually mount your ESC on top of the gearbox if you want. That's kind of cool. Puts the whole weight of the ESC right on the back tires. But beginning of the video, like I said, when I was building the battery holder, my battery might go in that position right there, which means the ESC can't go there. So ESC will most likely be going here. I have this brass plate that will probably go under the ESC. I'm gonna weigh everything to try to get the ESC on this side kind of the same weight as the motor is gonna be on this side. But if I need the plate, it'll go there. Also makes it really easy to remove the ESC if you have to for maintenance or wiring or anything. So I might use this. We'll see. Back to the build. Let's see where we at. So yeah, the ESC mount might not even use right now. Might just screw it onto the gearbox just because. Two extra screws there. Where do those screws go? Alright, they're for this. So yeah, I'll just put this in right now. Yeah, rear ESC like that, you would have to cut the body out big time, more than likely. So we'll see. I'm not really someone that likes cutting whole windows out and everything, but if I have to with this car, I have to. Aaron pretty much has the same layout as Hector, so it's going to be ESC, motor, and then the battery here. However, the battery usually makes contact with the rear window, so you'll have to cut the back window out, which is I think how he has his. So it looks like you can screw that on there if you want. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I'll just save this piece. There's like really no point in putting it on if I know I'm not going to use it. So we'll save this piece for a rainy day. Who knows? Might find something else to use it for. Don't line up. Alright, next section. We have bag 7, front lower arms. Yeah, I'm going to try to probably get the battery a little bit lower to help with clearance in the body. Alright, bag 7, we are at 2 o'clock, so 2 hours into this build, and this is what I have done. Definitely gotta take a look at this though. We'll see once it's all bolted together. That's not bad. Alright, lower arms. This is also going to be something else to highlight with these lower arms with the ball cups. So we'll take a look at that. I might try to skip ahead a little bit just to check the ball cups out. What am I going to need out of here? 7.4. It's a 2 mil spacer. I need to open this bag anyways. Okay. Big old standoffs. Up there. Separate these hinge panels. Gonna need set screws and then the ball cups. I mean, real quick, we'll look at the ball cups. I think I have some in here. Yeah, plastic trans on the knob edition. A lot of the 5R guys are going plastic trans to drop weight though, so I'm not really opposed to the plastic transmission with the knob kit. I mean, if I really want later, I'll just get the aluminum 5R transmission later. But for now, the plastic is fine as long as the holes don't strip out or anything. So stock ball cup, this is honestly a big complaint with a lot of the Shibata kits. The stock ball cups are pretty tight, so I have a couple Rev D ones here. This is their small, medium, and large. So I'm gonna see if any of these kind of line up. Yeah, the medium ones look pretty good. It looks about the same. So I may just preemptively swap out the front lower ball cups with some Rev D ones if I have some. All my spare part stuff. Those are all brand new Rev D ball cups, so I'll look in there and see if there's any in there. Already got one medium here. So I just need one more. Yeah, I'm pretty much done with the RDX now. It's up for sale. Until I get this thing built and done though, I've been driving a mainly plastic RDX that's been pretty good. Oh yeah, I think I'm gonna stick with the Rev D ball cups on this one. Let's see if I have one more medium just in case I need to size it up. Yeah, it's medium. Okay. Alright, Shibata ball cups over there. Rev D ball cups are in. I'll put the other ones away. 5R lower part of the trans compatible. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the 5R aluminum transmission should bolt up to this. It should be, let me make sure I don't have any loose screws. It should be 1, 2, 3, 4. The 2 back here for the back differential cover. So you should be able to pull just these 2 and then these two right here, and then the cover for the transmission should come off, so you can just get the differential out without having to take the entire transmission apart. Yeah, Hector's confirming that the 5R transmission will fit on this. I think Vittorio's is fully 5R at this point. I think Trey is either close to there or already converted everything to 5R. I just know he tried to run close to stock as much as he could, or find out what stock components could be left stock and then what needed to be upgraded, but pretty sure both of them are pretty close to complete 5R conversion on theirs. Just gotta figure out 7.4 is a 2mm aluminum spacer. I don't think these are 2mm. Maybe they are. No, they are. Let's see if I have aluminum spacer in here. Nope. So it must be those ones. No, it's not those ones. Maybe it's probably these blue ones. Those ones. So we get cool blue spacers and they're hidden inside the arm. Who is next on the GRK train? Technically I got his before mine and it's running before mine. I don't know, could be you. It could be you. We sold one 5R to someone. I'm not sure if they put theirs together yet. But yeah, I mean, 5Rs are kind of hard to find available right now, which is kind of unfortunate, but yeah, I think it's a good car for a I don't want to say completely pro driver, but I also wouldn't consider this kit like super beginner friendly, you know. Yeah, Ike says you should get one. Yeah, NOB's also unavailable. Let's see, I need one of these lights real quick. Size 7.1, 10 mil should be it. Yeah, if you want to start with a mod, we do have a mod in stock. Going on, Poria. Hello to everyone that's joining in. Thanks for tuning in today. Why is it not tightening up? Let me check this other one. TTO2 could be good. I mean, out of the box GS2 mod versus, I mean, you can't even compare an out of the box TTO2 because they're all wheel drive. I mean, layout's pretty similar, so. Okay, that one tightened down. Oh, it's good. What happened to this one? Oh, it's good. Yeah, I mean, the out-of-the-box GS2, it's got room for improvement, but these manufacturers make decisions on parts based off of end cost for the user. So definitely room for upgrades, but you know, that's up to the end user to figure out what they want to do based off of what they want out of the car, the budget. All right, see you later, Gilbert. Thanks for coming by. What kind of differential you have in the TTO2, Mark? Mia Baldiv. 7775. Going on, Sean? Okay, front arms on the bottom done. Now we can do bag 8, rear lower arms. Bag 8. got about half an hour left before I call it quits for today, and we will do part 2 another day. Yeah, made some good progress today. Spacer. What's going on, Lex? There. Or tighten that down. Suspension mount spacer. front arms. Probably finish this section up and then call it for today. Bag 9. There it is. What's going on, Ryan? Cups first. I'll take a look at these ball cups, see if I can find some Rev D ones that will match up. Let's see. Same as the mediums. Yep, medium. All right, so need another pair of mediums. Hopefully I have them. Yep, right there. Just need two. Let's see about one more. Might go with something else for the rear linkage. Let's see what I end up needing. But at least these match stock. Yeah, I should have this done probably within the next few weeks. I would have done this live stream on a Saturday, but all of my Saturdays for the next 2 weeks are booked already, so should have it done by the time we make it out to PDX Drift. Alright, so we're looking for 18 millimeters there. This side. Yep. That way. This needs to face this way. What's going on, Dante? Turnbuckle wrench. going on, Chuck? Oh, almost there. I need 18. I'm at 1820. What's going on, Paul? Close enough. This way. Put this to the side so you guys can see. All right, upper arm's done. That does not look right. goes over the upper deck. There we go. Two, oh no, 9, 110 mil. Okay. 12 mils in the back. All right. That's gonna be it for the upper arms. I think I'm gonna call it here for today. Got a pretty decent amount done on this car. We just need the front knuckles and the axles, the rear hubs, the axles, the rear upper linkage, the shocks, and then we'll pretty much be ready to put electronics into this. Thanks for tuning in, guys. I will be finishing this up hopefully this upcoming Monday after 7. Hopefully some more people can tune in then. I know a lot of people are working right now, but this was pretty much the only time I had to start this. So next Monday at 7 o'clock, I'll be back to hopefully finish this up. Probably gonna have the chassis done by then. We'll see about electronics, but thanks for tuning in, everyone. We'll see you guys back here Monday at 7 o'clock. All right, thanks for watching, everyone.